Hi everyone, Alan from Newlands Nursery. Welcome to today's 5-minute Friday. Today we're showing you an easy way to take tarragon cuttings. So it's a perfect time of year to do it because what I'm going to do is take the cuttings through the winter and enjoy the fruits of our labour next spring. So they are perennial plants, but they're going to need a bit of care over the winter. So a windowsill, conservatory, heated greenhouse, which is what I'll be doing, would be perfect through the winter. They're take a bit of time to get going, but once they get going they're nice and easy plants to grow. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the cuttings into a pot. So I've got some good quality multi-purpose compost here. So I'm tapping down the compost because I want to fill it almost to the top but not quite. Get rid of any air gaps. Got a bit too much in there. So we want it just shy of the top. That makes it a lot easier to water. So when it comes to taking the cuttings, I've got a nice sharp pair of secateurs. So this front cutting here, I'll turn that so you can see. Taking a reasonably large cutting, something about that size. Let's hold it over the compost so you can see with the contrast. Okay, that's the size cutting I'd like to take, a tip cutting. Okay, and I am going to take these bottom leaves off, just like that. In fact, with this one I'm going to take 3 leaves off. Gives me a nice stem to push into the compost. And then I've got secateurs. I'm just going to make a hole in the compost and just tuck it into the compost. We want the compost to come in contact with the stem, but we're not squeezing it, we're not pushing it or compacting the compost. We're just placing it in there and tucking it in. And you'll notice I did that towards the edge of the pot. That works really, really well because I'm going to take 3 cuttings along here. So if we turn our attention to the next 2, we'll take the 3 tips off. And actually this actually helps the mother plant being the plant we're taking the cutting from. Because what it does, if you look at this plant here, what it will do is it will encourage it to bush out. So you end up with a bushier plant. And the bushier and more compact the plant, the more stems we get, the more we can cook with, which is obviously what we want to do with French tarragon. So again, on the cutting, just going to take these bottom leaves off. Let's place that one there and do the same with this one. A few bottom leaves off, just like that. And then again, you can use your finger, stick, or whatever you want to do. Just tuck the fresh cutting in, and the other side as well. Always take more than 1 cutting if you possibly can. You're never going to get 100% success rate with cuttings. If you do, that's a bonus, but very rarely do you ever get 100% success rate. So taking 3 of them means that if 1 fails, we're still going to get a plant in that pot. Or if 2 fail even. So then all we want to do is give it a good water. Simple as that. This is the stage where we water it a nice lot, get the compost really, really moist. Okay, it's really, really important, and it will help the plant root. You'll notice that we're going to water it so much the water will come out the base, go all over my foot. Okay, just like that. Simple as that. If you've got any questions at all about any of our 5-minute Fridays or any questions about gardening at all, get in contact. We're here to help. See you soon.